Hey, what's up? First off, it's focused almost entirely on technical fixes and stability improvements. Players were seeing a handful of annoying issues. In some cases, the client could freeze, certain UI elements displayed wrong text or tooltips, and there were a few crashes tied to using the game browser with mouse and keyboard. The patch addresses those freezes and the browser crash problem, which should smooth out matchmaking and reduce abrupt disconnects for folks hopping between games. Visual glitches got some attention too. There was a weird VFX distortion in the Chronicle backlight when certain cosmetics or effects were applied to the Amazon, and the Mania runeword was showing up incorrectly as hustle inside the Chronicle interface. That kind of thing doesn't break builds, but it's maddening when you're scrolling through your collected items or trying to verify that you actually discovered something. The patch cleans up those display problems and fixes a few tooltip errors. One example being Apocalypse's tooltip, so the UI should be a lot less confusing when you're hunting for specific info. There's also a particularly nice fix for some runeword crafting oddities. Players who were trying to craft the mosaic runeword online on non-ladder characters sometimes couldn't complete the recipe. That's been corrected, so that specific crafting path should work again for players playing classics non-ladder games. Small quality of life fixes like that keep the economy and crafting flows feeling intact. And for anyone who's been frustrated by specific boss or monster behavior, the patch notes call out Diablo's lightning breath finally hitting properly at point-blank range, something that had been inconsistent for players. The lightning not registering at close range could lead to frustrating misses or odd damage behavior during tight boss fights, so tidying that up improves both reliability and the overall feel of encounters that rely on precise hit detection. Console players got some targeted fixes as well, with the Nintendo Switch seeing a handful of platform-specific stability improvements. Reported issues like ladderboard UI while lockups when docking or undocking the Switch, crashes when searching the Chronicle, and display option glitches in handheld mode have been addressed. Those fixes are the kind that make long sessions on portable hardware far less stressful. Fewer crashes, fewer frozen menus, and less fumbling when you just want to jump into a run. I've been poking around the official forums and the player reaction has been a mixed bag. Relief from people who were hit hard by freezes and crashes, some skepticism from folks who wanted balance or bigger bug fixes, and a few reports that new issues persist for a minority of players. The forum threads show a lot of users testing the patch and reporting results, which is helpful because real-world feedback tends to surface edge cases that don't show up during initial QA. So while this isn't a patch that overhauls anything, it's exactly the kind of maintenance update that keeps the game running smoothly for the majority of players. Now, if you're wondering about download size and platforms, the update rolled out across PC and consoles, and some platform pages reported a few gigabytes for the download on systems like PS5 and Xbox, depending on platform variances. Installing it should be straightforward. The important part is that the fixes aim directly at the issues people were complaining about, rather than at balance or content changes, which means you won't find new skills or item changes in this build. It's purely stability and polish. A couple of quick notes worth keeping in mind while you test this patch. First, because these fixes touch UI and matchmaking code, you might notice improvements in join game reliability and a reduction in some of the crashes that would kick you back to the title screen. Second, if you were specifically affected by the mosaic crafting bug or the lightning breath behavior, try reproducing those workflows and report anything that still seems off in the official forum so the devs can follow up. Players are already posting test results, and it helps the team prioritize follow-ups. Overall, this is one of those maintenance updates that doesn't grab headlines, but quietly raises the quality bar for everyone. If you play heavily on Switch or rely on the online browser and Chronicle features, you'll probably feel the benefit right away. Fewer crashes, clearer tooltips, and cleaner visuals in places where previously there was weird distortion or mislabeled items. For streamers or creators, the change is subtle but meaningful because fewer interruptions means smoother sessions and less need to explain, oh, we crashed again, mid-run. Alright, that's the rundown. Small number, focused fixes, and hopefully a more stable sanctuary to play around in. If you notice anything particularly weird while you're running stuff after installing the update, the forums are where players and devs are sharing their findings and confirmations, so those threads are the best place to see what others are experiencing.